Welcome back, Forest Explorers. I'm Mrs. Sapp. Are you ready to find out what our forest friends are up to? I can't wait to see what Marvin Mouse, Sally Squirrel, Charlie Chipmunk, Gina Giraffe, and Robert Rabbit are up to. They seem to always be working together to solve a problem or finish a task. Our focus for today is going to be on sequence. Sequence is the specific order of events that you do things. A lot of things have a normal sequence or order. Think of a day. We start with the morning, then comes the afternoon, and last we have night. Let's look at an example of sequence together. I'm sure you have all made a peanut butter and jelly sandwich or have helped somebody make one. There's a specific order or sequence to do this. First, you would grab your 2 slices of bread. Next, you would grab your peanut butter and your jelly and spread it on your bread with a knife. Then you would put your 2 slices of bread together, jelly and peanut butter facing in. Last, you get to eat and enjoy your delicious peanut butter and jelly sandwich. To describe sequence or order, you can use number words like first, second, third. Or you can use words like first, next, then, and last. Let's look at a visual to help us. Here we have 4 blocks. It shows you the block that is first, the block that is next, the one that's in the second position. We have the third block, we could say then. Finally is our last block. First, next, then, and finally. As we read our story today, we will look at the sequence or order in which events in our story happen. Let's start our story. Forest friends hunt for shapes. The forest friends woke up to a sunny, bright day. "Today's the day," Marvin Mouse said with a sway. "We're going on a hunt. What will we find?" Shapes in the forest, both big and kind. Sally Squirrel bounced with excitement. "Let's go. We'll find the shapes that we already know." "I'll start with circles," Robert Rabbit said. "Like the tree rings. They're round and spread." Oh, how fun! Our forest friends are going on a shape hunt. Make a prediction of what shapes you think they might find along the way. You might just be right. We'll find out very soon. Since we are talking about order and sequence, what shape are they wanting to find first? Stop, think, then answer. They are looking for a circle first. Let's keep reading to see if they find one. They came upon a tree stump lying on the ground. Its rings and circles all neatly around. A circle shape has no sides, that's true. A round shape is smooth with nothing to skew. Next up, said Gina Giraffe with a grin. Let's find a square or a rectangle within. They looked around and saw a big rock with 4 sides and edges like a block. It's a rectangle, said Marvin, pointing with glee. 2 long sides and 2 short sides, you see. Sally added, a perfect form, so bold and true, with sides that match and pairs of 2. They did find circles. They were in the rings of a tree. What shapes did they want to find next? Our friends wanted to find squares and rectangles. They ended up finding a rectangle with the stone block. Let's keep hunting for shapes. They wandered further with shapes to explore, and soon a leaf that made them adore. A triangle, shouted Robert Rabbit with cheer. 3 sides and corners, sharp and clear. Gina Giraffe bent down through the trees. A triangle is like a slice of cheese. It's perfect, laughed Marvin. 3 sides, all distinct, with corners that point and lines that are linked. It looks like after a circle and a rectangle, next our friends found a triangle. It was a leaf. It reminded Marvin Mouse of a piece of cheese. Yummy! Let's see what other shapes might pop up next. Before that, let's review. First, our friends found a circle. Next, they found a rectangle. Then they found, can you remember? A triangle. Our friends are finding so many shapes and are describing them by how many sides they have. The next time you hear this story, Mrs. Fithian will describe shapes even more with you. Let's keep reading to see what shapes might be around the corner. Now let's find something new, said Sally with delight. A quadrilateral, 4 sides, what a sight. They looked around and planted there a patch of 4 petaled flowers, a perfect square. A quadrilateral, Marvin Mouse cheered. 4 straight sides that just appeared. Sally giggled. When a shape is made just like this, each side is the same. You can't miss. Next, they found a quadrilateral. A square is a quadrilateral because it has 4 sides. The flowers made a 4-sided shape. They all look so pretty. Let's continue our story and see what shape comes next. Next up, let's look for a pentagon, Gina said to all. And there it was, an unusual flower, standing so tall. 5 petals, like 5 sides. This shape is a gem. They counted the points. each one a bright stem. "It's a pentagon," said Robert with pride. 5 straight lines on every side. Gina smiled, a shape so sweet, with 5 corners, each one neat. Robert Rabbit found a 5-sided shape called a pentagon. Let's review our shapes so far in order. Our friends first found a circle, then a rectangle. Next, triangles, then a quadrilateral that was a square. And now we have a pentagon. Did you know there were so many shapes? Next time you are outside, look around and see if you can find any. Let's finish our story and see what shape comes last. "Let's find a hexagon," Marvin Mouse said. And suddenly, they saw a honeycomb overhead. The bees were buzzing, flying near, as hexagonal cells did appear. "A hexagon's perfect! 6 sides, so true." Sally laughed. "It's like a honeycomb, too." Each little cell, a perfect fit, with 6 sides, all equal in each tiny bit. Lastly, our friends found a hexagon. The hexagon was part of a beehive. I think our friends have found all the shapes they need. At last, they gathered in the meadow so wide. New discoveries made, their hearts swell with pride. The newfound knowledge made Marvin say, "Shapes are all around us in nature each day." Now we know what shapes look like, what they do. We'll look for more next time to learn something new. And so with a smile and a shape in each mind, the forest friends headed home with shapes to find. Now that we have seen all of the shapes our friends have found, let's see if we can put them in order. I'm definitely going to need your help. We have to go back to the beginning. Stop, think, then answer. What shape was found first? Your clue is it was from a tree. Yes, it was a circle. They found a circle in the ring of a tree. What shape did they find second? Your clue is that it was heavy and hard. Stop, think, then answer. Our forest friends found a rectangle. It was a big rock. Let's add to our sequence of shapes. What was the third shape our friends found? Remember, it was something that might fall off of a tree. Shout it out aloud if you know it. Yes, they found a triangle. It was a leaf. I bet Gina Giraffe wanted to eat it right up. So first was the circle. Second was the triangle. And third was the triangle. What shape was next or fourth? Stop, think, then answer. Your hint is that it was made of pretty purple flowers. Do you remember? It was a quadrilateral or a square. We have two more shapes to put in the correct order or sequence. Do you remember what shape the unusual gem flower was in? It was a pentagon. A pentagon has 5 sides. We have one more shape to finish our sequence. Which one comes last or final? Do you remember the final or last shape? Your clue is that the shapes together made honeycombs for a beehive. Stop, think, then answer. What was the beehive made of? They were hexagons. A hexagon is a 6-sided shape. Let's add that to our sequence. Look what we just accomplished. We put the shapes in the right sequence or order. I'm so proud of you. Now let's try to put other events in the right sequence or order. Here are pictures of the life cycle of a butterfly. Stop, think, then answer. What is the correct order or sequence? First, you start out with eggs on a leaf. Next, the eggs hatch and turn into a caterpillar. That caterpillar wants to eat and eat and eat. After it gets all of its food, then it turns into a chrysalis or a cocoon. After it's in its chrysalis for a while, lastly, it turns into an adult butterfly. How did you do? Let's try another one. Here are pictures of planting flowers. Stop, think, then answer. What is the correct order or sequence for planting flowers? Right now it's kind of all mixed up. Here is the correct order or sequence for planting flowers. First, you need a shovel to dig a hole. Second, you put in your seeds. Are you planting flowers or vegetables? Third, you want to make sure your seeds get plenty of water and plenty of sunlight. Fourth and final is hopefully those flowers and plants will bloom and grow and be so pretty. Did you get the right order on that one? Let's do another one together. Here are pictures showing the process of brushing your teeth, which we should do twice a day. Stop, think, then answer. What is the correct order or sequence for brushing your teeth? First, you need to grab your toothbrush. Next, you want to put a nice size dollop of toothpaste on the toothbrush. Then, You want to get it wet. Finally, you brush your teeth. How did you do with that one? You did an excellent job with knowing the order or sequence of given events. Remember, you can use number words like first, second, third, and fourth to describe a sequence. Or you can use words like first, next, then, and last. I can't wait to see what lies ahead for our forest friends. I'm Mrs. Sapp, and I'll see you next time.